Ice Hours. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Pirates will kick this deep to get us going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Handoff here from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it, and they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long and find out who the best team is late in this game. Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. That play moves the ball across midfield. They'll be set up with a 1st down at the 41.
One of the great things about this offense with this slot receiver, you can move him around to try to create matchups. Already early in this game, you can see the advantage they have with his speed. And this defense might consider trying to double team him, or he's going to go off today.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Nothing fancy there, just comes out of the slot and runs a slant route.
Yeah, it's so difficult for the defense to be able to slow this play down because it happens so quickly. Even when you know and might anticipate that this throw might be coming, it's tough to disrupt the timing when it's executed well like this right here. Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm.
And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
He knocks it through with confidence. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Rice offense is out there again. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Getting set. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass caught. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Out of the shotgun, he gains it off. Has the first down and more. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They're going to run it here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. It's fourth down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Looking for a man. The pass ball's incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback keeps it here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 for the 26. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Throw to the running back in the flat. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Kirk, it's East Carolina with the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. The Pirates bring their punt team onto the field. They'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And here comes the Rice offense on the field now. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He keeps it on the design run. He finds some space. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown. Out.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of... It's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? And it's the kicking team making the recovery a special teams disaster.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big... this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
On the move now. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rice.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. East Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You've really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a draw to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He's got room to run. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw, testing the middle. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. East Carolina offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Makes the grab. It's Cobb. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, this is a great gain, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
The Pirates will have to kick it away. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped, but a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. He was successful with his first attempt. This one is from 35 yards out. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Pirates looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Catch made on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Pass ball is incomplete, but the defense may have jumped.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Gift to the offense with the offsides makes it 1st and 5. Comes up with the catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27. The Pirates with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Pirates.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
20, East Carolina, 10.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. New set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, right.
1st down and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Delayed handoff. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. They'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Cobb. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Decides to keep it here. Gets the first and still running. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback in the clear. Touchdown, East Carolina. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. Oh, he throws it back. Running out of time in the pocket. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. They're going to set up third down.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Ball fielded near the 35. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Here's the second down play. Quick throw caught on the left side. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble. Breaks an open space. He's in the clear. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. On the move now. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass caught. Can he get in? The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So forget the tying field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive Touchdown, Pirates, to put them on top now.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
East Carolina, 24. Rice, 24.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive.
And your Rice out.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Rice offense is out there again. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it 2nd down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They keep him guessing with a run. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He's running out of time here, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Touchdown, East Carolina. The special teams produce a score. A special teams touchdown, potential momentum-changing play in this game.
But that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The Gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you could see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Comes the Rice offense on the field now. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Moves out of the pocket. Going to scramble now. This step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pocket breaking down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Caught over the middle by the tight end. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. 1st down from the 23. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. The back's got it on a counter. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The pass rush closing in. Little floater there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up. That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw over the middle. Catch made in space. Look out. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Now it's second down here. Here's a quick throw off the play fake.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. Already has one fourth-down conversion. They do it for a second time. He's going to take off here. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, all week long, this defensive coordinator told the media and told us when we sat down in our production meeting that they knew that this quarterback had the ability to throw the football. But today, it's been the quarterback's legs that's been giving them the problem.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Defense is coming after him. Grab down the middle. It's Cobb. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys...
Oh, he fumbles! Scooped up on the defense.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create... turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Sacked, dropped at the 3. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And the big play wiped away. That's a costly flag on the offense. So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to scramble. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. All right, test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Try to catch the defense with the draw. They stop him right at the 24.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that 1st down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the 1st down.
The Pirates will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, look at the throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be 1st down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Breaks free. Fights through the tackler. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. Breaking tackles and going. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, And they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Looks right for a quick completion. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The Pirates looking to cash in this red zone trip. Catch made, looking for the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now. He'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today. Smart of the offense, keep the ball on the ground, try to keep working that clock. The defense needs a stop if they want to give their offense any chance at a late comeback.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff testing the middle. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
On the move now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here.
East Carolina, 39. Rice, 24.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They make the tackle, but let's check out what that flag on the field is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. We'll see what the offense can do with poor starting field position. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Looking to throw it again. Pressure is coming. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The pass is dropped incomplete where they had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Fires it on the move. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving this quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the 4th quarter.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Big conversion for this offense, and for the defense, it's one thing to simply allow a 1st down, but entirely different thing when you realize the offense doesn't fear you. And this is exactly what happens here.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Extra point splits the uprights. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. East Carolina's offense has back out on the field now. Grinding away on the ground.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's got it with room to run. Brought down quickly, but the gain moves the football to the 30. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Takes the toss and heads left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, East Carolina.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
46, Rice, 27.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They'll hold it to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
A timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He's running out of time here. Touchdown, Pirates. They are pouring it on now.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in this.
Look at this. They flip it to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. Stop short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Rice, 27.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. One last pass attempt, ball is incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. This is an impressive performance. They put